Ranger. And it takes a bit longer to come online.
So far, Kabuki has been using strictly marksmen here. The Natan is still up. He did use it against the Harrier before, and I think it's still a pretty good matchup. If they want to go for a double fighter, Esmeralda is still available and probably pretty good going up against the draft that Romania has.
There's also Lunox as a tier choice, but I agree. I think the
This land is our home.
what is it?
Oh, Lapu
Wait,
and
it?
win.
It's a witty win. Okay. Theoretically, they already have a marksman, right? So we technically solve the problem. Traditional, well, it's just traditional as it gets. But that means that they really want to fight.
Yeah, I think Romania honestly still needs just a little bit more damage. It doesn't have to be the main carry, but at least something, because Fire still needs time to scale up, and you need time. You need to fight off against the Kimi as well as the Hayabusa.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, why not just bring the late game specialist out?
Yeah, picking up the Hanzo at this point, which looking at the draft, it is pretty scary because Gwyn, the Lapo, as well as the Hayabusa can find the real body of the Hanzo, and then that can become a problem. But with Indonesia from the heart of Southeast Asia here, and look at this, Danzo as well as Joe here starting on the same part of the map, so they're both going to be rotating towards the Litho. They're already doing quite a lot of damage onto Skylove.
We did talk about this where Joe loves those early level 2 gangs, and the way to make it happen is just to get mid priority first and have a very mobile jungler. Hayabusa is one of the easiest heroes to make it happen into getting these early gangs, instantly converts it to the bottom side of the map. They get a knockout from Witty, Skylove forced to flicker, and this mid lane is now in Indonesia's control.
Yeah, they're denying the minion wave here, and that's not great because we saw Taki basically just moving around with Danzo, making sure that he's safe, and honestly a pretty good call because at any point Joe can invade against him, but that does mean Skylove is gonna hurt a little bit. I'm just worried if Saki has more gold than Skylove, because then that's just going to slow down everyone.
I wonder if they lost track of Danzo too, because Witty checked the bush 2 times, didn't see it. Now he's going to get jumped on. Spatial migration to get away, and Danzo is ready for that. Trying to chase off the real body. Very patient with the abilities. And Witty will be forced to flicker away, and real body's protected. Witty's actually still getting chased down at a chop. First blood for the Danzo Hanzo.
Can I just say, I can't even remember Hanakage being that long.
Yeah.
Right? Having like, what, 2 soul snatch?
That is insane.
Danzo Hanzo, man.
That's the Danzo Hanzo. That's Romania special. It's off to a good start. They'll start working on the turtle first. Joe blocked off by the Earthen Rampart. Skylar doesn't hit 4 yet, sadly. No more traction pulse. Let's see what the idea is. This dance is going to be pretty tough. When he goes this spatial migration, a 2-man knockup. Cardi easily takes that fight, turns into the Black Dragon, and Hanzo forces Witty away. Aran wants to be a part of this, but Cardi is on top of him. They get another mighty swing for Saki. Skylove now, level 4, has Crimson Beacon available. They get the lift back. Witty gets petrified in the face, but space for Joe to get the turtle. And Danzo now looking to disengage. Joe on top of him, blasted the shadow, and Joe instantly goes for the cleanup. Cardi tries to survive, but cannot Furious dive away fast enough. A double kill for Joe. And Indonesia in the prolonged fight have won.
That honestly looks good coming in from both teams, but the fact that Joe is able to get the kills and now even stealing away the purple buff and Skylove being pushed behind even more. This got level 4, but look at this traction pulse onto him.
Does not have the Crimson Beacon, and Joe finds a killing spree.
Yeah, right now Indonesia, they're winning based on just slowing down Skylove. Look at Ezekiel, he's not even attacking the minions, forcing the denial, making sure that Skylove gets far behind, and Saki is not having any pressure at all. I'm worried he has more gold than Skylove.
Yeah, they found Danzo again. Witty is quick with the movements, precise with his instincts. Danzo able to barely escape, but that will put him 2 levels behind Joe.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I feel like if Romania is able to just wait a little bit, don't die too much. Cardi is being a wish. Joe gets another one, 4-0-0 in under 4 minutes.
An average of 1 kill per minute at this point. This is already looking to be out of control as Danzo late to his jungle, so that camp is gone. There's no way he can take on Joe on his own as well. He does need items. So it's not going to have the luxury for quite a while. Still stuck at level 5. And his entire jungle has been cleared out. Danzo is starving.
Oh, that's gotta feel bad as a jungler, man. And we did talk about you need mid prio. Cardi getting gecked again, forced out the Black Dragon form just to survive. Joe needs to calm down. He's a problem.
I feel like even if he didn't use the Black Dragon form, he will die, right? So damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you're Kati, no Black Dragon form means no way that they can contest the next turtle. We saw Kabuki also basically manhandling Nikki in the gold lane. Danzo really wants his camp, but he needs help from his teammate because Witty is holding his camp hostage.
This is a bad feeling as a Grok, a bad feeling as a roamer in general, because everyone needs your help.
Yeah.
So any choice you make feels like the wrong one.
And Danzo has to return to his mortal body because they could easily jump in there. Again, the jungler cleared up. Nikki, the 1v1 against Kabuki, and Weedy makes it a 2v1. Nikki will not survive.
Ooh.
No way, Joe. So accurate with the shadow placements.
Dude, if you told me he had a Sky Piercer, I would believe you, man, because he just goes in and deletes everyone. At this point, I think even his considering is like, wait, maybe I should have just bought a Sky Piercer.
Maybe I should have just bought first item Sky Piercer.
Yeah.
Did have the Hunter Strike.
Yeah, right now having 5 kills here, Romania, they need to scale up. Losing 3,000 gold, honestly, is not that bad considering how difficult the game has been, especially for mid, and Cardi's not having a good time either.
Yeah, gotta send him to the Black Dragon form. That's the only way out of this. So far, these Black Dragon forms have been defensive more than they have been offensive. But the Rampart Tectonic charge, the Flicker committed. Go under the Witty, so Witty is gone. Danzo again late to the party, but they don't need him yet. We'll have to surrender that mid farm to him though. I think Skylove will unfortunately have to take a back seat in terms of farm, traction post, a pullback onto Danzo, and Joe comes out of nowhere. And that will be your head skill with the pickup.
I mean, like, good decisiveness coming in from Romania, but again, the jungle is unguarded. And as we talk about it, Joe is like, you know what? Feels like a Sky Piercer game. Doesn't look like anyone can really stop me here. And you can't blame the guy. There's no instant stun. There's no, I mean, like, sure, you have the Petrify, but other than that, I don't think he's gonna get caught.
I think to make it worse, the crowd control, like you say, isn't exactly the easiest to land on Hayabusa. But more so, the fact that he came from the purple buff area of Romania for that mid-gang, when the bot tier one is still up, really says a lot. Violet Requiem, Hardy ends up going down. That's your head skill with his second kill of the game. Kabuki just got his Oracle, and Indonesia a 5k hit.
Yeah, speaking of which, at 6 minutes, going to 7, Joe is already level 11, Hanzo is level 9, and now the turtle is up. And yeah, I don't know, the fastest game so far has been 8 minutes and 24 seconds. I don't think Indonesia is in position to beat that, but still, looking pretty good. At 7 minutes in, they're dominating the game.
Yeah, this game, I think one more bad fight for Romania, and it's pretty safe to call it. I mean, it's taking a solo kill by Joe too.
At this point, everyone will get solo killed by Joe here. Joe just free farming everywhere, and Ezekiel, the timing on the trash and pulse is good as well. Joe hits the shadow on Skylove, but looks like just gonna tap the shurikens for now.
Not sure if how long they can defend this though. Another Violet Requiem, and Kabuki just commits his Brave Spider. Cardi is gone. Skylove getting gone on Joe, cuts him to pieces. Double kill for Kabuki, got life for Joe. 11-2 in favor of Indonesia, and the goal lead keeps on climbing.
Yep. At about 8 minutes here, Indonesia, Joe goes in, tries to get on Nikki, and gets a legendary solo kill there. Looks like at this point, this Hayabusa is just unstoppable. Like, literally, you can't stop him. 8-0-2, grabbing all the buffs. This is not a game that Hanzo likes.
This is not fun.
This is not fun.
Not fun at all.
Exactly.
Not fun if you are Team Romania. Really isn't a way back into the game. I think that's the scary part. Because your way back hinges on Danzo, and he is far away from it being that critical mass. Is Ara not taking damage at all from Nikki? It sure as heck isn't. Kabuki now takes liberty. Fraction Pulse does end up missing, but the Lord does go over to Indonesia. Taki is trying his very best. Danzo just got assassinated off screen, and Iran holds the front.
This is the biggest problem where Romania, they just don't have enough damage. And that's what happens when you lose 8,000 gold at 8 minutes, 9,000 gold now at 9 minutes, and looks like they're gonna destroy the holy shields here up top. Witty missed it, but again,
Wow. look at how fast Skylar flinched. Instant Crimson Beacon. That's the scary part when you're put in an uncomfortable spot. You don't have the tools to keep you alive. You start pressing your big ultimate. And that's only going to compound into an even worse state. Traction Pulse does get committed. The Hanikage get used by Danzo, who is going to be chasing, trying to go for any sort of resources. Clear out the waves or something.
Yep. I mean, like at this point, they're waiting for the minions to come in. They need some kind of farm. 10,000 gold. Again, almost hitting 10 minutes. And look at this, Kabuki moves forward. Nikki has to use the Zaman Force, but the damage is not there just yet. The Lord is still marching down bot. Indonesia at this point, Joe does have the OG Shadow Kill. He's just waiting for a target.
Wave clear is going to be so hard. Danzo goes into the Hanikage. Again, they finally deal with the Lord. Inhibitors all stay up. Because of the Holy Shield, actually it saved Nikki because Joe was about to go into his shadows.
Unfortunately, unable to save Danzo there. Has to sacrifice his life. Kabuki goes in though. Unable to hit anyone with the stun.
Stack Dragon from Kabuki swings away with the Raging Slash. Gets knocked out by the Tectonic, and that might be the opening. But Joe is in. And all of them go down. The Sky Piercer stacks doing too much work. Now Skylab and Saki, can they keep this game in control? Danzo will be back in 5. Saki forced to flicker away. Joe with the execution with Sky Piercer. He is legendary. 12-0-2. Here comes Danzo back in action, but Joe is just toying with his foot right now. Kabuki gladly tanks the Snow Soul Snatcher, and Indonesia takes a quick and decisive game 1.
Yep, ending it in 10-52 probably for that one. Indonesia this time looking much cleaner compared to yesterday.